Hello, how are you? My name is Benji, and I'm so glad you're watching once again. Wherever you are watching from, so grateful that you're here tuning in to Télé Louange. And yeah, we're just going to have a conversation. And I'm so excited about all that God is about to declare and speak over your life today. I want to quickly just talk about this concept of hope for tomorrow. Hope for tomorrow. Man, I know so many moments in life, things that I've been through have kept me in a place of doubting and fear of what's going to come next in the world. I'm kind of like a big scaredy cat. You know, I always want the next step that I take, the next move that I step into to be declared and official and comfortable. And so I remember my senior year, I graduated from a school, Gordon College, and I remember not knowing what I was going to do after graduation and having a lot of fear, having a lot of worries about where God would be bringing me next. And a lot of times, as most of you viewers know right now, when you're in places of fear and shame and pride, you can get really self-contained and worried about tomorrow. Man, I'm so grateful that in Matthew, Jesus says, don't you know that God loves you more than the birds of the air and the flowers of the field, and yet they do not toil or spin. And yet how much is God looking out for his creation? How much is God looking out for you? You see, in the worries of life, in the tossing and turbulence of life, it's so easy to get focused on our momentary place. It's so easy to get focused on the momentary troubles that we find ourselves in and not have hope anymore. And so we think, man, God has forgotten about us. Or we think maybe God wasn't even on our side to begin with. And we think everything is over. It's all over. There's no point in living anymore. But today I'm here to restore your hope in tomorrow. Man, I want you to believe that there is a God who cares about you, that there is a God in heaven who is looking down on you and wants you to long for more of him. Truly, the creational intent itself was to hope in tomorrow. I mean, we see it throughout all of creation. Yeah, they started in a garden, but God's ultimate plan, as stated in Revelation, was for them to end in the new city. And what does that take to move from one place to the next? It takes hope. We see it in Abraham traveling from Ur to a place that a God was leading him. God was leading Abraham, and he took him. And what did it take to go? It took hope for tomorrow. The Israelites were in the wilderness for 40 years. I get bored and tired after 4 minutes. They were there for 40 years, having to trust the Lord, having to wait on manna from heaven, water from God. And every day they needed hope for tomorrow. You see, in the midst of your pain, in the midst of trials and circumstances, in the midst of hardship, that is when hope truly comes to pass. That is when God actually really steps in and brings your hope to sustain you. He is the one who brings you so much further and into his promise and plan. And so why do you need hope for tomorrow? It's because tomorrow is the day of the Lord. It's because tomorrow God is revealing himself in a new way. And man, you might have felt trapped over and over. You might have felt hopeless over and over. But holding on to the word and promises of God, holding on to his truth, holding on to his good book, holding on to the people that he's put around you will give you hope to sustain you for all that he's called you to. Don't give up. Help is on the way. Hope is on the way, because your God is the way maker. Thank you.
Merci parce que vous choisissez regarder vidéo ça. Si vous pouvez inscrire non ou bien pouvez abonner dans la chaîne YouTube Télé Louange là, faites ça qu'on y a même. C'est une façon pour cap toujours être connecté et pas jamais rater aucun concert réveil avec service l'église en direct sur chaîne Télé Louange là.